I did photography in school, actually, but I got the bug for racing, that's what happened. Let's go. I feel like a movie star. I feel like I'm in Hollywood. Sorry, I'm so out of breath in this body protector. I feel like I'm gasping between each sentence. I've ruined your day by coming in here, haven't I? All right. One, two, action. I'm Sienna, I'm 17 and I'm from South East London and I work full-time for Charlie Fellows Racing. I'm currently in the process of being selected to ride in the 2025 Magnolia Cup, which is a massive honour. It's something I've always wanted to do, I've dreamt of doing, and it's nice to be in a field of, you know, likewise women who have ambitions and, you know, aspire to do things in life. I just have to show you guys my favourite gal. She's my angel. Love you. I always loved horses from a young age. My family wasn't really horsey at all, but when I was about 12 or 13, there was a local stable, it's called Mottingham Farm, and I used to go down there and help out and, you know, work with the kids that were on the lessons and things like that. So that was kind of the only really access I had. You know, owning my own horse was never really an option. It's very expensive. It's not just the pretty stuff you see on social media. So my mum tried where she could to get me into it because she knew how much it helped me mentally as well. I had a few like loans here and there where I just paid to look after them. I just loved going down all day, and even if I just had to muck out and just sit with them, I loved it. And then, yeah, I did the Riding a Dream Academy, and that's kind of how it kick-started me into racing. I learned how to tack up when I first started riding, but it's very different to tacking up in a racing yard. So I probably learned how to tack up a racehorse when I was on Riding a Dream. And at first I thought it was absolutely mind-boggling. I didn't know what I was doing. So the Riding a Dream Academy is a foundation set up to bring ethnic diverse backgrounds and people from, you know, different areas into racing where they wouldn't really get the chance. So when I got the opportunity to come up to Newmarket and just do like weekends at the racing school, it taught me everything I needed to know, the small things and the big things.
She was pretty natural when she got here. It just was confidence with her. She doesn't believe that she can do it, so she rides a horse called Stapleford Park at the moment.
We dance in Staples. Oh, he's so angry.
Who is not an easy ride at all. He can be quite keen, and the first couple of times I let her ride work on him, she was like, I won't be able to do this. And I was like, yeah, you will, you'll be absolutely fine. And then she got off and beaming smile because, you know, she'd done it. But she's just, with Sienna, it's just confidence inside. The ability is all there.
Where's your happy face today? Without the Riding a Dream Academy, I wouldn't have, you know, had a chance to get into racing. It opened so many doors that weren't accessible at all. Even after I've graduated, they're still there, checking up on me, making sure I'm okay. And it's so nice to see like the people I was on the scholarship with going on to their different paths and not just riding out. Some of them are going into media and the breeding side of it. It's just so nice to see everyone getting their chance to make a career out of it, which we wouldn't have had otherwise. It's quite scary moving away from home so young, you know what I mean? Like, I'm an only child and it's always just been me and mum at home. My mum's like my biggest cheerleader. She did what she could, and I wouldn't be here without my mum either. You know, she's made so many sacrifices for me to be able to come and move up here, and I think it helps growing up in London. It exposes you and you have a bit of self-awareness, I think, you know. It's, you probably see on the news a lot, like, you know, the gang violence, and it hit quite close when you'd see, like, on your phone, like, someone you know, that your friends knew, or family members, you know, of your friends getting involved in things like that. It's scary at such young ages. And There's a new story on the news every day, and you think some things that you hear about in London don't even make the news because it's so normal. For me to be able to get out of there and, you know, make a life and make something out of it was, I think, what helped my mum put her head to rest about me moving away so young as well, because, you know, I see so many of the people I went to school with just going down the wrong path. I think it's just so important to show young people that there is a life outside of where they are, you know.
Would you say racing has saved you then?
Definitely, to be honest. I think it saved me in multiple ways, not just, you know, getting me away from that kind of life, but also mentally, you know, it does do so much for you. I'd love to be a jockey. That is one of my dreams. I think the Magnolia Cup is like a nice way to see an insight into their daily life. I've been going to the gym. I've had a lot of help they've been really good down there, and I've been doing some simulator sessions with Michael Hill in the jockey programme. It's quite competitive, but it's nice to, you know, you make new friends and we all get really close, which is probably the hardest part in the end, because you're like competing against your friends.
She really loves the horses, and that is very clear to see in the way she rides, and the horses respond to that as a result. She'll have no problem riding in the race. Like, she's more than equipped to ride in a race like that, and I think it'll do her the world of good.
As much as, you know, I'm riding out and things like that, riding in a race is completely different to what I do on a daily basis riding the horses, so I'm still learning a lot and taking as much information as I can to give myself the best chance.
Just the most surreal thing happened a few years ago when Khadijah won it, and it probably provided me with one of my most bonkers moments in the sport. I mean, I've been in some pretty intense situations, especially when the media are concerned, especially in Australia, and I have never, ever, ever seen anything like the paddock after she won, and just cameras and everyone all over the shop. It is my only experience with the Magnolia Cup, but it was a pretty amazing memory.
As much as I'm taking Khadijah's story, I'd love to make my own story a little bit and get my name out there, you know, in a positive way, and I think Khadijah uses her platform for all the right reasons, which I definitely looked up to. Outside of racing, I'd say I was quite inspired by my mum. I feel like I keep talking about my mum, but she genuinely is the strongest woman I know. Growing up in that kind of atmosphere has definitely given me the mindset I have now and the dedication I have now. I think if, you know, I didn't have those kind of people around me, I think it definitely proves that you are who you surround yourself with. I hope to inspire, you know, more people. Just hope that me doing this race kind of encourages more people to be confident to move away from home and try new things. And I'd love to be a role model for someone else, 100%. Like, any good impact I have, it'd mean a lot. Have you? Oh my God, I'm so jealous. I say I'm probably living my dream, to be fair, because I dreamt about doing this for so long. I think I'll be riding the dream when I win the Magnolia Cup. Unreal. Okay, perfect. Thanks so much.